Happy Friday, Bulldogs! I'm your anchor, Ryan Alvarez.
And I'm Wesley Hamilton, and we're back with another BNN episode.
In today's episode, we have a sports recap on our girls volleyball team, a special teacher interview, and a man on the street segment.
But first, Captain AP has some special insight on our guest speaker at the Veterans Day Assembly.
We Bulldogs are exceptionally lucky to have hosted Mr. Jimmy Weldon, a 96-year-old World War II veteran who helped liberate Camp Buchenwald, which was a Nazi concentration camp. He was also a celebrity in Hollywood, made many cameo appearances, but what he was most known for was the voiceover of Yaki Doodle, the little duck on the Yogi Bear cartoon series. In essence, he's a living legend, and we got to be part of that this year. We were exceptionally lucky to have hosted Mr. Jimmy Weldon here at West Covina High School.
Make sure you guys talk to your local recruiter to get more information about joining the military if you're interested.
Hey Ryan, have you heard? I still can't believe our girls volleyball team made it to the first round of CIF.
I know, right? Our volleyball team put in a lot of hard work this year.
Let's see what a couple of our very own volleyball players have to say about their season.
Did you know that our volleyball team made it to CIF this year? Let's take a closer look into how our players feel their season went.
My name is Allison Whiteman and I'm an outside hitter.
My name is Celeste Casada and I'm the setter.
What was going through your mind in the intense first Queens of Cameron game at South Hills before and after the game?
I had a lot of confidence going in because I'm a really confident player when it comes to volleyball because I just have fun. And then after the game, it was really cool winning and seeing everybody like super energized, like running onto the court.
The girls used this motivation within each other to push through and have one of their best seasons yet, earning second place in league and in a position to make a run for CIF. Where in the season did you mentally tell yourself that the team was going to be highly successful?
I told myself the team was going to be highly successful. During our preseason when we had a winning streak, it really brought everyone together and we were really confident in the season and how we were going to play.
During preseason when we were winning all those games, it just showed the connection between us and just us having fun.
These girls are the true definition of West Covina athletes. But it's not just the character that makes an athlete, it's the moments and the never forgotten memories. What message do you have to say to the future West Covina varsity volleyball program?
The message I have is just always put in 100% effort and just have fun. Don't just get stuck in your head. It's more of a team, not just yourself.
Congrats to our girls volleyball team for doing so well in league and also to all of our fall sports for finishing off strong.
Our Lady Bulldogs are very inspiring, but you know who else is inspiring? Miss Vo.
Miss Vo has several hobbies that you probably did not know about. Let's check out our interview with Miss Vo and hear what she has to say.
Hello Bulldogs, I'm your favorite reporter Marcos Catalan and I'm here outside Ms. Vo's classroom M5. Today we will be looking into Ms. Vo and asking, who is Ms. Vo? Let's dive in and find out some of her personal interests that you may have not known.
You may know Ms. Vo as a math teacher on campus, a UC Santa Barbara graduate, or a WCHS alumni. But you may have not known that Ms. Vo enjoys snowboarding outside of school.
So my first passion, I would say, is snowboarding. I got into snowboarding when I was in high school. My first memory I have of snowboarding and just my all-time favorite is going on a trip to Mammoth with my friend. We randomly decided the night before, hey, let's go to Mammoth, let's go snowboarding. It's a 6-hour trip away and we're just okay, whatever, let's go. And then we went at night. When the slopes opened, we just hit the slopes and we had a lot of fun, so that was my favorite.
In addition to snowboarding, Ms. Vo enjoys weightlifting and wants to empower herself and other women through the activity.
I started weightlifting in college. Weightlifting became something for me to do because I was never confident about my body. It just became more of dealing with my mental health and it helped my to relieve my stress, and I thought that was more important than how I looked, so I just continued forward with that.
As she speaks from her own experiences, Ms. Vo hopes for more students to become involved in extracurricular activities.
Besides body image, I want students to have a place that they can feel comfortable and they can feel that there are people on the same level as them and we're just all improving individually. My advice to people is that your mental health is super important. Exercising is a huge thing that you should do. Secondly, it would be to try many things on campus and open yourself up to different interests, because as a human being, that's something that you should get in touch with.
Wow, I never knew that. Thank you, Ms. Vo, for sharing your interests and spending your time with us. Now back to Ryan and Wesley in the studio.
What an amazing teacher. She has a very interesting lifestyle and participates in so many activities I didn't even know about.
Miss Vo meets with the new weightlifting club Fowl every Tuesdays and Thursdays at 5:30 a.m. Get those early morning gains and stop by and say hi to Miss Vo.
Speaking of extracurriculars, Ryan, what do you do after school?
I usually have dance practice or Renaissance workshops.
That's so cool. I'm curious to hear what our fellow classmates do after school, whether they play a sport, hang out with friends, or just go home and relax.
That leads us to our next story. Let's head out with our field reporter, Cody Godown, to get more information.
Hey Bulldogs, recently we spoke to students here at West Covina High School on some things that they do after school. Let's take a look and see what they had to say. So what are some things you like to do after school?
One of my favorite things to do after school is probably go home and play my guitar.
And what piques your interest with the guitar?
It's mainly just a creative outlet for me to express myself.
So what are some things you like to do after school?
After school, I like to go home, either sleep, do homework, or if I have practice for the high school, I play with the team, so we just practice here.
And what position do you play for?
I play left bench.
I like to go home, do my homework, and after I'm done with my homework, just go to soccer practice.
Now what position do you play for on the soccer team?
I play center back, which is a defender.
Every day, after school from 3 to 5, so if you're interested in wrestling, you should go check us out.
Thank you.
I like to go to cross-country practice.
And what's your favorite thing about cross?
I like all the memories I've had with all the cool people that are there and all the places we've been to together.
BNN was curious to know what people like to do after school, so we took a poll, and here is what we found out. In the poll, we can see that people like to hang out with their friends at places such as Edwards Cinema, Westfield Mall, or even the Ice Bar. Some people said that they go to the gym and work out, but most people prefer to go home and relax after a long day at school. Don Perdoza is a senior attending West Covina High School. While Don is a motivated bulldog during school, after school he goes out with his friends to skate the streets or heads to the park. Adon's favorite trick to do is a 50-50 onto a handrail.
Wow, who knew students here at West Covina High School had such interesting lives outside of school? Now back to Ryan and Wes at the studio.
I still had no idea that students participate in such a wide variety of activities. Our campus really is diverse.
Well, that's all the time we have on today's episode. Thank you for watching.
See you next time.